We're going to go ahead and do an update for 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 because they're all kind of in the same pitiful situation, which is we do not have still the material for the firewalls. So here's 91 and 92 just sitting there with the X bracing. That's just holding the walls dead vertical ahead of installing the firewall material. Then they can set the trusses, and then right after the trusses we just verify that the walls are good to go. Then we can remove the X bracing. So 89, 90, 91, 92 just look exactly the same. More X bracing. There's no real big difference. The difference is, well, I got my markings all over here. What these markings are is we want to have an 1/8 inch gap between the plywood right there. So those are my marks for the framers to do remediations. They just run their circular saw right up. Here at 89, this customer chose to insulate the wall, so I just put a little spray paint on there to remind me that that option gets installed. Little dots mean that I'm good on. I'm happy with the 1/8 inch gap. And as I proceed now into 89, 88, here's where we ran out of this material. And so I hear nationally the company has found a source for equally UL rated product. We got to submit that to the county for revision and on there. So here's what we ran out. So when the boys were setting the trusses here, there was an anticipation that that material was coming. And then we realized it wasn't. We just shut it down, stopped. The boys are going to have it'll be harder for them to set the firewall material up there with the trusses already set. That's why we decided to stop right over here at the other buildings. It's a day after Thanksgiving. Very light attendance as expected. I was hoping to have some insulation across the street, but of small victory. Windows have been a super hard to get item, and a bunch of windows have come in. So we've got them in some garages waiting. We really don't need the glass for inspections. We need the frames installed because that's what gets inspected to make sure the fasteners, per the recommendation on every single piece of glass, is done correctly. That is what's inspected, although it's nice to have the glass so that, we can secure the building. But so again, happy to see the glass. Here's just a set of trusses, what we call prepping the trusses. So this is prepped up, ready to be flown once we get that material in. Otherwise, we've got the street sweeper came through. They come every 2 weeks. With the high winds we had this week, it was a lot of dust got blown around, but now the street's looking way better than it was. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Let's just do a little walk by with the camera here. Yeah, that's about it. So we're just waiting for that material to come on down.